Hello, I'm Modified Ninja, and this is the Maketoys Trash Talk and Cogwheel with the Maketoys or Maketoys M.F.B for my first blaster. Here we take a look at the my first blaster. This came on sprues, and you have to build it yourself, but I think that's fun. I like to build these, so it was a good time. It says my first blaster, and this was actually given to Swerve by Brainstorm in the IDW comics, the More Than Meets the Eye comic book. And here's the directions. There, it's pretty self-explanatory. And here's the box for Trash Talk and Cogwheel, or we can call them just Swerve and Gears. Here's the side. Here's the back. And as you can see, you also get different heads, alternate heads. It shows the hoods and the cockpit pop up. And you get drinks on a drink tray, a couple of different blasters. And there's the bottom. Okay, let's take a look at the accessories. This is Cogwheel's gun. The barrel actually twists to accommodate for applying it to the alt mode. So it just rides like that. And it's all black, pretty much self-explanatory. Here's Trash Talk or Swerve's gun, and it resembles the Schumer that was in More Than Meets the Eye 12. It actually caused him to look like this. And that's his eyeball hanging out of his right eye socket, because he ends up blasting his face off. And you actually have a nice little red in the scope at the top. That's a nice little detail. But yeah, this is Swerve's gun. And this also plugs in the side. It just rides along, doesn't hinder the wheels from rolling. And you can plug in the top. Just like so. Alright, that's the guns. Let's take a look at the drink tray. You get a pitcher. It actually looks like liquid inside. It's pretty nice. And two drinks that come out also. They're just pegged in. So that way he can serve drinks to all his friends from Swerve's bar. Here's Cogwheel. Actually, this is his head he comes with. I already swapped heads because I prefer the G1 Toyota looking head a little better. But it has very nice paint apps and details on it. And the way that you switch them is just you pull them straight on and off. You don't have to remove the screw. And let's check out the My First Blaster. It was given to Swerve in More Than Meets the Eye comic books by Brainstorm. You actually had to build this. It came on sprues, so it came on like there's white, orange, blue, like a teal sprues. You just had to put it together. But yeah, it has a nice little paint app. It says My First Blaster. So that's for Swerve. Let's go ahead and take a close look at these two fellas. Okay, they're basically the same guy, but they are pretty cool. Let's take a look at Cogwheel first. Alright, here he is. He's got some clear headlights, clear windshield, wheels that roll nicely. Some little sculpted details here and there. He's got like a little gas tank. But he is a Cybertronian vehicle of sorts. And there's the underside. This doesn't bother me because I don't display my cars in alt mode like this. I display them like such. So it's not a big deal if I can see heads and feet and hands underneath, but it's okay. Alright, here's Swerve. He's got some nice amber looking headlights. Amber cockpit. Also the same gas tanks on the sides. Same sculpted detail on the side here. Different top. And same wheels. As the back showed, you can also open it up to reveal an extra headlight. Open this cockpit to reveal a pink light here for Swerve. It also moves around inside. I'm not sure why, but it does. Definitely moves around. Okay. In order to attach his gun to him, plug it in like so. This one you can just plug in the side, or you can plug in the top. Or you can actually plug the drink tray in, so you can roll around serving drinks to people. And my first blaster also plugs in. So let's take a quick look at the instructions and we'll get on to transformation. Alright, here's the instructions. It's really straightforward. There's not a lot to it. You can figure it out pretty well without instructions on your own. There's just a few little minor details that we'll go over in the transformation. And yes, you can pull the chest and arms off all in one piece to replace the heads, or to pose the heads. It makes it so much easier. Alright, we'll start with cogs. First thing you want to do is bring the legs out. Bring the feet down. Before you bring the feet down, you want to spin the wheels around. Then bring the feet down. Okay. Lower half is complete. And now you want to take the arms, just pull them out. Tabs from this tab. Pull them straight out. You're going to think you're all the way out, but you're not. Because as you can see, that tab's not all the way against the edge. So you want to make sure you pull it all the way until it clicks. And I had some flashing here. It wasn't major, but it was enough to keep it from... This flashing was right here on the edges. It's enough to keep it from wanting to click in really easily. So I cleaned that up a little bit. Now it just pops in really nicely. I wouldn't push on the hands themselves because you want to make sure you get this pulled all the way out before you fold the hands in. What was I saying? Oh, you don't want to push on the hands because they're a tiny little ball joint. You don't want to break that little ball joint. The plastic quality is good, but you know, it's such a small piece. I wouldn't trust using that as a leverage point. So Here's Cogs in robot mode. Hello, welcome to the future. This is Modified Ninja, and apparently these two are laughing at me because I not only forgot a step, it's not a crucial step, but it's a step all the same, and I did no size comparisons, so here you go. Now with gears here, yes I know he's gears, not cogs. Gears. What you want to do to create the backpack, it's not necessary, because as you can see, he looks totally fine here, but it just kind of really fills in the back and the sides. It's kind of a nice little step they added. And so yeah, you close those two, then you rotate. These two are tied together on the same hinge. Just kind of hard to get in there sometimes. But yeah, come on. There we go. So you rotate it all the way, and that's what you're left with. The sides are filled in. The back is kind of evened out. And yeah, I love these guys' posability. The more I mess with them, the more I like them. An awesome sculpt for gears. The only thing I don't like are the hands that pop off whenever you touch them wrong. But here they are. Here's the backs compared. That's with the transformation, this is without. The sides. And the front. Okay, let's do a size comparison. Here is a pretty current kind of deluxe, Generations Deluxe. That's my custom cup. Here's Voyager class Springer. He really towers over them. Here is a Ammonite set. And just because I can, here's a custom that I'm working on and assisting part of it with my buddy Caked Up. So, this has been Modified Ninja, and I'll take you back to your current review. Back to the past. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll set him off to the side. And we'll work on Swerve. Same steps, same exact steps. You just open them up, like so. You get tabs up here. Whenever you go back to alt mode, you want to pay attention to those. Flip these all around. And that background noise you hear, I will show you what it is after the review's over. It's an Easter gift for the children. Okay, here's old Swerve. Reposition this. Alright, there's Swerve in robot mode. For articulation, they have heads that move. The way how you get to the head is you have to pull the chest and the arms out. Same way how you swap the heads, but the head's on a ball joint. You can look around, Swerve's ball joint's pretty stiff, but you can still get some pretty nice little gestures out of them. And you just pop them back in whenever you're done. He has a nice swivel joint here on the shoulders. Ball joint also for rotation all the way around. He has nice clicky elbows to give you over a 90-degree bend. You have hands on a ball joint. You have waist articulation, and that's also a ball joint. So you can do the little ab crunch. Ball joint for the hips, swivel for the upper thigh. You have nice clicky knee joints. Get some little bits, well, you know, I'm just going to say 90 degree. It might be a little bit over 90 degree. If you cheat a little bit, you can actually get more of a bend out of it. Or if you just put the wheels back to the outside, you can get a huge bend out of it. But that's just unnecessary for most poses. You could even just leave the wheel out if you like the way that looks. Me personally, I like the cleaner look of the wheels being in. And he has ball joints on the heels, so you can get forward and back. Really good ankle tilts. So you get a nice wide stance. There's all kinds of posability with these guys. Alright, let's get the guns in their hands and get on with life. This is my first blaster. And yeah, he holds it really nicely. You have him in a double-handed pose, just kind of hanging out with this ultra cool gun. And we won't forget about Cogs here. Let's get him his gun. I like to give him a secondary gun since Swerve's got his blaster. Just really arm him up. And as you see, the ball joint popped off because I used that as a rotation point for the elbow. You really got to concentrate on not touching the hand whenever you move the elbows, because elbows are so stiff that if you try to move the elbow pressing against the hand, you'll pop the ball joint off. And with Cogs here, to move his head, you don't got to do too much. You just... Okay, never mind. I lied to you. Oh, here's Cogs. Here's his head sculpt. It's really nice. I prefer it with the blue visor. Yes, I hear you over there. Trying to do a review, guys. Okay, yeah, there's the blue visor. That's really cool. I like this head sculpt quite a bit. And to, again, you can pull him off of his body. And just kind of take a look at the head sculpt. This head's quite a bit looser than Swerve, but I think Swerve will ease up over time. But yeah, in order to move the heads, you gotta pretty much pull them off the body. but it's not a big deal. And once again, it popped off. It's the only issue I've had with this set so far is that if you hit the hand wrong, it's such a small ball joint that it will pop off on you. But all the joints on these guys are nice and tight. All the plastic quality seems nice. The paint apps aren't sloppy at all, which is nice. It's always nice. Of course, I'm Captain Obvious tonight. But, I mean, posability is top notch on these guys. They can do any pose you want. Here's a close look at Swerve's head sculpt. There we go. Some nice blue shades. Little laugh. Looks like he's actually just telling a joke right now. Hey, ha 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 ha. I mean, look. Talk about emotive. He really emotes, doesn't he? So, here they are. Such a very nice set, if you ask me. Definitely do like them. Glad I got them before they're sold out. They sold out really quick. Thanks for watching. Hope this video helped you make a decision. So, oh, one other thing, guys. Okay, and here they are with the drink tray, just kind of hanging out. Sort of serving drinks, walking around. But yeah, these guys come highly recommended. I definitely like Swerve's head sculpt. Just kind of hanging out and carrying on. This guy is really cool. Really nicely built. I like the transformations. I like their articulation. Plastic quality is really good. I don't know what else to say, guys. I recommend them. They come with all this extra stuff. But, of course, price is definitely an issue for a lot of people. So, if it's out of your price range, don't sweat it. The Hasbro version, it's a nice alternate from what I've seen so far. So, this has been Modified Ninja. And this is the Maketoys Trash Talk and Cogwheel with the My First Blaster set from Maketoys. And this is Modified Ninja. If you guys are still curious what that noise is in the background, chirping, I'll show you. Here they are. These are the Easter gifts for the children. And this one's, oh, I thought that one was dead. It was just asleep with its face in the mud. That's funny. Hey guys, say hi. Say hello. Okay, and this has been your little dose of cute for the day also, so you guys definitely have plenty of cute right now.